Welcome to another update for Force 13. In this one we look at Tropical Cyclone Cyclone Gaja, located 13.2 degrees north, 87.7 degrees east, maximum sustained winds 35 knots, gusting 45 knots. The imagery in the background is the life of the tropical cyclone up to a few hours ago. And it's located 565 nautical miles south of Calcutta, tracking 6 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows disorganised flaring convection associated with a low level circulation centre. Animated enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows disorganised flaring convection associated with a low level circulation. As mentioned, the initial intensity is reduced to 35 knots based on the same ASCAT pass, showing only 25 to 30 knots in the southeast quadrant. VOAC estimates ranging from T2 to T2.5. Although sea surface temperatures remain warm, 29 to 30 degrees Celsius, the cyclone continues to experience moderate vertical wind shear, 20 knots, poleward outflow remains good. The tropical cyclone is forecast to gradually intensify as it is steered towards the west-southwest by a subtropical ridge. Now we have a look at the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's current chart. And NOAA floaters clear shows sea surface temperature 29. Now poleward outflow remains good and is forecast to gradually intensify as it is steered towards the west-southwest by a subtropical ridge. Just recapping that. And landfall in southern India is expected just prior to 72 hours, with re-intensification likely as the system emerges over the Arabian Sea. Once tropical cyclone GUSTS completes its county-clockwise loop, dynamic model guidance comes in better agreement given the zonal flow pattern, and there's confidence in the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track. And you can clearly see from the rainbow that the clouds are cooling, and this is represented by the whiteness in the cloud. Now we have a look at the upper level divergence. The divergence isn't that strong, it's only around 20 or even 30 knots. And wind shear remains an issue considering where 07B is located. Tropical systems of the area in blue and light green. And one of my favourites, the 850 millibar vorticity. Wind shear is represented in the red, yellow neutral, and green is favourable. Now we have a look at some tracks. GEFS. And as mentioned, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre in their latest advisory indicates that the system will track into the Arabian Sea. EPS track guidance. Late cycle intensity. Apology, my mobile phone is making some noise. Now we have a look at a couple of images of the ASCAT pass. And once again, we have a look at the Pivotal Weather website. It's the total accumulated precipitation. It's the GFS model. The scale is at the bottom of the screen, and what I look at is the area in yellow through to dark brown. Force 13 will continue to bring the latest information. And on that 850 millibar vorticity image, the tropical cyclone CO4 down in the South Indian Ocean, and finally tropical cyclone formation probability guide, and we still have 95p on the radar. And also I think it's 91W in the Westpac. However, before we go, HWRF parent, it's the latest model run on Gaja. The GFS.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.